Welcome back. We have Dahlia Ashry here with your full weather forecast. But first, Dahlia, what's happening tonight in sports?
Well, we have a few things going on. One man gets the surprise of his lifetime, but then another man, a father, has an emotional encounter between him and Nassar. So we'll have more on that later. But first, let's just jump right into the weather and take a look at the Farmer's Almanac first. Today's sunrise is 8:53 a.m. and today's sunset is 5:36 p.m. and the average temperature is a high of -8 and a low -17. And the pressure tomorrow is 104 kPa. And the next full moon is March 2nd. Dawson Creek a high -23 and a record high +10 in 1991 and a record low -40 in 1988. And in Chenoweth a high -21 and a record high +9 in 1991 and a record low of -34 in 1988. And in Fort St. John, a high -23 and a record high of +10 in 1954 and a record low of -40 in 1947. And in Fort Nelson, a high -22 and a record high of +8 in 1954 and a record low of -48 in 1947. Let's take a look at the regional forecast. So in Hudson's Hope, we have -19 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud, and in Chetwynd, -21 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. And in Fort St. John, we have a mix of sun and cloud again at a -22, and Dawson Creek, -21 with a mix of sun and cloud, and there is a snowfall warning as well. And in Fort Nelson, it's -22, so we see Mr. Sunshine nice and bright. And in Tumbler Ridge, -22 with a mix of sun and cloud. If we take a look in Alberta and Spirit River, it's a mix of sun and cloud, -23 degrees, and in Grand Prairie, -21 with about 40% chance of snowfall. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast for Fort St. John. Tonight the weather is going to dip down to a low -25 and about 40% chance of snowfall throughout the evening. And on Saturday it's a high -22 and a low -27. It's a mix of sun and clouds, so it is going to get very cold, much colder than today. And on Sunday it's a high -21 and a low -24. So it is going to be cold and that sunshine is going to be out. But, I mean, hopefully the snow can melt a little. And on Monday, a high -19, a low -23 with a mix of sun and cloud. And on Tuesday, a high -17 and a low -19. And it's nice and sunny, and the weather is starting to get just a little bit better, not as frigid. And in Dawson Creek, tonight the weather is going to dip down to a low -24 degrees and about 40% chance of snowfall throughout the evening. And tomorrow, a high -21 and a low -26 with a mix of sun and cloud. And on Sunday, a high -21 and a low -24, so you can pop on your sunglasses on Sunday. And on Monday, a high -19 and a low -23 with a mix of sun and cloud. And on Tuesday, a high -17 and a low -19. And there's that sunshine again. You can get your caps ready. So in BC and Alberta, we have Prince Rupert. There's about 40% chance of rain, +7 degrees. And in Vancouver, +8 degrees with about 40% chance of rain. And in Prince George, -14 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud and about 40% chance of flurries. And in Edmonton, -19 degrees with about 40% chance of snowfall. And in Calgary, -19 degrees, and it's 40% chance of snowfall as well. Now let's take a look at the national forecast.